Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to talk to you about your summative for the scrapbook. The Scrapbook Summative is for my 6th graders. We've been studying river civilizations. We've studied India and China, Egypt and Mesopotamia. Today you're going to focus just on either ancient India or ancient China. You're going to create a scrapbook in a slideshow to show me what you've learned. So the title of this summative is a Scrapbook Summative, which if you haven't made a scrapbook before, a scrapbook is kind of like a yearbook, or you're making your own book. You're putting things together. A lot of people will clip out little decorations for the sides, and they can put words and pictures together. Maybe photographs that they've taken, maybe drawings that they've made. They're putting a lot of different things together to represent something. And it could be a part of their life. It could be a family scrapbook showing events from the past year. It could be something to remember parts of your life, a little bit like a journal. But the scrapbook for you is going to be about this ancient civilization that you've chosen. There are 2 parts to this assignment: PEGS Scrapbook Summative and Scrapbook Summative Citations. We're going to start with the PEGS Scrapbook Summative assignment because that's where you're going to start. So go ahead and open that up and let's take a look. In that assignment, you can see we have the rubric, which we'll get to later. This is how it's going to be graded. You've got the PEGS Scrapbook Summative slideshow. That is where we're talking about what you're actually going to write into. We have a video reminding you what PEGS is. And we have a website that has information about sources and looking for the purpose of that source, which is one of the slides in this slideshow that you'll be filling out. That'll be linked in the slideshow also, but I've got it here at the beginning just to make it easier. Looking at our slideshow, we open it up. The first slide says PEGS Scrapbook Summative, and it's got a place for your Marauder heading. Please put your Marauder heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put all of those details on the first slide. The second slide is the introduction. It says, as experts in ancient river valley civilizations, you have been hired by the Ancient Arts Council to design a digital scrapbook based on PEGS for either ancient China or ancient India. We're not doing both, just one or the other. The quality of your information and your ability to list the sources you use will determine if your project is accepted by the council. Follow the directions on the next slide carefully and compare your final project to the rubrics. Slide 3 has all the information about what you need to do for this summative. Step 3. Make sure that you are using only the sources that are provided on slide 6. Your information and your sources should be things that are directly from those sources. And you've got a lot of sources to choose from. For the highest possible score, you want to use at least 3 sources. And those need to be different sources, not the same source 3 times. Sources that you're going to use. You're going to use, for China, you have an option of using Duxter's BBC Learner Guide, Newsella article for Chinese Dynasty, Newsella article for China's Geography, Britannica Encyclopedia, and then the Gale database. The Gale database, you're going to look up in our database. Go to our school website, go to the library page, click on the Gale Middle School database page. In there, you're going to search for ancient China. From there, you can see that they have lots of different resources of different types that you can find information from. What you are not going to do for research on this is Google. You are not going to go straight to Google for your sources. You're going to practice some very specific research. Slide 7, explaining your choice of a research question. Did you choose ancient China or India? You're going to tell me which. Really simple. Why did you choose this civilization? So give me a reason why you would choose that. And for the most possible points, you're going to give me a thoughtful answer that has something to do with yourself and your own personal interests. Make sure that you identify something that interests you. Make sure that you identify something that is specific. And when you say, what do you want to find out about this civilization? Choose something, find something, invent something. Think about all of the things that you could learn about an ancient civilization and choose something. This is something that you will be graded on. If you do not choose things, if you do not be specific about what you want and identify how that's important to you, then you're not going to get the best possible grade. I know some students are going to write in this that, why did you choose this? Because the teacher said I had to. What do you want to find out? I don't know. That's not going to get you the grade that you want. Put some time, put some thought into this. Use complete sentences and give detail. You're going to design one scrapbook slide for each category of PEGS. Remember, PEGS is political, economic, geographic, and social. So looking at those categories and looking at whether you've chosen ancient India or ancient China, you're going to find examples of that to go in that slide. Make it look nice. Each slide needs at least 2 pictures and written captions. You need to have something written telling me about what it is and tying it into that category of political, economic, geographic, or social. Explain what the picture shows and why it's important to that civilization. Step 4, you're going to complete the Scrapbook Summative citations. That's the other assignment posted separately, but it's part of this summative. You're citing all of those sources that you used. Cite your sources for 3 different sources. For the last slide, analyzing sources, you're going to be graded on. Put some thought, put some time into it. I'll make another video about evaluating sources, but right now there is a link to a great website that's got information on how to analyze a source. At the end of it, go back through this directions slide and make sure that you've done each part of it. Make sure that each part of it has matched up to the rubrics. The rubric is how I'm going to grade it. Don't be surprised. Turn it in knowing what part of the rubrics you have met. If you look over on the right hand side of this slide, you'll see individual steps 1 through 13 telling you what you need to do. The ones that have little stars next to them, those are the ones that are things that you need to write on. You need to write on the title slide, that's with your heading. Slide 3, you're going to write on the directions slide with just telling me whether you're choosing ancient India or ancient China. Slide 7, you're going to explain your choice. Why did you choose ancient India, ancient China? 9, 10, 11, and 12, you're going to be telling me about your PEGS, your social, your political, your economics, your geographic. You're going to have pictures and words in there to show me something about that civilization. Slide 13 is your sourcing questions, telling me about your sources and why you chose them, why they're significant, and why they're important to you. Hope this sets you off on a good start. Have a great day, guys.